amped. And it will be Iman Njai, the senior out of Dallas, Texas. Minor goes middle, Vicini. Njai ready for it. Minor now to Baird. And nobody there for the Bruins. Katie Baird adds a kill. She has 5 kills. So Rubin with 5, Baird with 5 to pace that Stanford attack. Won't be surprised to find out. Numbers pretty even across the board here. Side-out percentages both right around 65% for these squads here. UCLA attacking at a bit higher percentage in this first. Dotson. Well done. Right over the block. Dotson at 6'5", elevates and punches that one down past the Stanford defense. Get a brief stoppage here to wipe up some sweat on the court. It's on the Stanford side of things. And now we're ready. Leverett serving for UCLA. Minor for Rubin. Block is there, and then the return attempt from Njai falling short of the net to give Stanford a 1-point lead here in the first. Zelena Ogilvie, current Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. Has 2 of those this season already. But the attack error here into the net, giving one back to UCLA. 21-21, this one coming down to the wire in the first. Bruins had to gut it out in the first on Friday night against Cal. They had the Bears down for 24-20. Bears come all the way back, even at a 24. Bruins escape 26-24, eventually go on to win it in 3. So another grinded out first set here for the squad from Westwood. Minor for Rubin, the block. It's Becker. And UCLA slides in front, 22-21. Sydney Breon is on to serve. A freshman from Dallas. Rubin. Breon digs it out. Olsen. Ogilvie controlling. Rubin on the run, works the block, and we're tied at 22. Elia Rubin, 6 kills. Came in averaging around 3.5 kills a set. Pack, Becker to Kip. Block got a piece of it. It's Olsen, turned back at the net, and it falls short. 23-22, Stanford. And Coach Ref will call for time. 23-22, Stanford in front. UCLA not making it easy on the number 3 team in the country. The battle continues in this first set between UCLA and number 3 Stanford. Cardinal had a 4-point edge. UCLA worked that back to even things up. And now they've been trading points here as we inch our way towards the end of the first set. Elia Rubin doing the job right now offensively for this Stanford squad. 7 kills to lead everyone. Iman Njai, a big focus for UCLA. 4 kills, and Desiree Becker, the middle, has come on as of late to play an important role as Kendall Kipp serves as we return to live action. Becker on cue. See Becker just winds up, putting everything into it. Smashes that down. We're tied at 23, and Pack to serve. Minor to Rubin. There was some heat on that one. Elia Rubin down the line. She is dialed in right now. And that brings up set point. Rubin with her 8th kill. They're on their feet here inside Maples, as the Cardinal will try and hold off the Bruins here in the first. Rubin to serve. Pack to Becker. Soft touch. It's Baird. Lutz controlling. Njai. Rubin with the hustle. Baird puts it across. UCLA can go to work now. To Becker. Smashes that down. We're tied at 24. We told you all about Anna Dotson early on, and she is key for the Bruins, but Desiree Becker showing off their depth at middle. Evening things here at 24, as the standout sophomore Grace Olson will serve. That's off the tape. Baird ready. Her turn. Pack. Njai almost into the scorer's table. Off the scoreboard above on their side of the net. They can play on, but Cami Minor knows what to do with it. And dumps that across to bring up set point once again. 25-24. The ball off the scoreboard got UCLA a little out of sorts. They were able to keep it going, but Minor takes advantage, and now Pringle to serve here. Set point number 2 for the Cardinal. Pack for Becker. Does it again. When in doubt, work for Desiree Becker. Played more than 80 matches in 4 seasons at Northwestern. Over 440 kills in her Wildcat career, and now doing the job here for the Bruins. Dewick to serve. 25 all. That one into the stands, and the ace is there. (26-25), and now UCLA with set point. Their first opportunity to take this first set. And Dewick to serve. Takes a deep breath and goes to work. Minor. Baird denied, and UCLA takes the first on the road here at Maples. 27-25. The Bruins erase a 4-point deficit. They hang tough and prevail. They win the first. We're back to Stanford after this timeout. Second set on the way. UCLA battling back in that first, powered by the Northwestern transfer Desiree Becker. Major impact, especially late in the first. 6 kills on 8 attacks. Came into today averaging 1.29 kills a set, so she is well above her normal output, and they just kept working to the middle, and she kept coming up with big swings. And that was a huge reason why UCLA was able to climb out of that hole and then go in front. Keep in mind, Stanford had set point there twice, and UCLA battled back from the brink to take the first, and now we move on to the second. That's a pretty good attacking percentage through one, and that negates what was going to be the storyline, right? Everyone here at Maples on their feet. They're watching Elia Rubin on a tear, pile up 8 kills on 16 attacks, and then the Bruins, they're able to snatch that momentum away and claim the first set. And there is Becker. Also, her run gives some downtime to Anna Dotson. So now you can be sure she'll come back well rested. So the Bruins will serve to start off the second. Off the tape and the ace. Dewick continues the good vibes here for the visitors to open up this second. Has that one bounce off the tape and in for a 1-0 start. That's her 10th ace on the year. The junior from Aptos, California. And now Baird works that block well. And it's 1-1 early. Cami Minor serving. Pack looking for Dotson. Different middle, same result for UCLA. So Dotson back in, the starter. And is able to convert there. Njai serving, and another ace. What a start here for UCLA. Couple of aces, add in a kill from Dotson and a 3-1 beginning. Njai again. Minor, now Kip. Works the block. 3-2. Katie Baird will serve. Baird, part of that crew with Vicini and Kip that go back to that 2019 year, and now Baird delivers an ace. So the service game shining bright here on both ends to open up this second. You see our ace numbers here, 4 for the Bruins, 2 for the Cardinal. Dewick, that one off the net and out of play. Overpass there on the return. UCLA tried to come over and see if they could salvage something there. Not the case. And Stanford in front 4-3. So good run here by the Card after UCLA jumped out to a 3-1 edge. Stanford roaring back now. Dotson off the left of Minor and just looks at her hand in disbelief as that one got away.
Now serving UCLA number 9.
So Pack looking for Dotson, and just a mishit there from Cami Minor. 4-4. Minor looks to Vicini. And now Vicini will take a breather, and Francis returns.
Now serving to the Card number 9.
We mentioned Francis returning to action on Friday night and looking to get back in the strong rhythm she had developed with Cami Minor in the early part of this season. It was hitting at a very high percentage. And the goals this Stanford team has to, of course, win a national championship, that is the focus. They don't pretend like it's not. Sammy Francis will be a major part of that. Service error there from the Cardinal, and Dotson to serve. Minor to Kip. Well, it's not the same play you're seeing over and over again because she is moving around the court, but she is so good at skying and connecting with that block to her advantage. Make it 6-5 Stanford. Olsen has been quiet thus far. Rubin denied, but they'll say last touch.
Now serving UCLA number 11, Audrey Pack.
So 6-6 now. Audrey Pack serving. Francis. Olsen into the net. And a violation there. They'll call a fourth hit against UCLA. The point to the Cardinal, and 7-6 the lead. Second set action. Ellie Rubin, the great first set. Njai fading backwards. Miner goes for the setter dump. Becker was ready, and she puts it across on the roll. Now Francis on the move. Into Becker again. Njai there. And UCLA with the point. Njai and Becker. 7-7. Center of your screen, Desiree Becker, and seemingly the center of all the big plays as of late for UCLA. Tufono serving. Miner, Kip. A cannon from the back row. And you see everything she's won, everything she's accomplished, and Kevin Hambley's talked about Kip and how there's still so much more she can do. He said this week she won't see her complete potential until a few years after she leaves Stanford, you know, onto a professional career, national team, whatever it might be for Kip, as Katie Baird tools the block for the point. Pringle serving as Stanford's in front now, 9-7. Njai past the block and down, 9-8.
Now serving for UCLA number 6,
Dewick to serve. We saw the ace earlier.
Subbing in to serve for UCLA number 25, Carly Hendrickson.
Now they make a change there. And at the last moment, bring on Hendrickson. And Hendrickson keyed that run from the service line in the first. And more good things happening with Carly Hendrickson serving. That's an ace. And even at 9. Mini 2-0 run here for the Bruins. Miner now to Kip, denied. Dotson not having it. 10-9 Bruins. Kip and Dotson, two of the best the Pac-12 has to offer, meeting at the net, and Dotson with block number 5 on the day. That's long on the serve. Props to the line judge, not even flinching as that serve bounced off his shoulder. Focused, staying in the play. Miner will get a chance on the attack. Actually, correction, that was Leverett, excuse me. And it's Miner serving. And a service error, so giving that point back. 11-11. And here's Iman Njai to serve. Here in the second, much like the first, good back and forth. Njai is long on the error there. And we'll see Katie Baird serve. 12-11 Cardinal. Winners of 7 straight. Pack. Leverett. Major block. Kendall Kipp. Look at Kipp get all of this. And a 13-11 edge now for Stanford. Trouble here at the net. Vicini controls it. It's Kipp. Winds up and crushes it off the block, and it's a three-point edge here for Stanford. Six kills, 6 blocks so far for Kipp. That is a nasty serve. Tufono takes it off the torso. Baird, excellent hustle to keep it alive. The dump here from Pack. Cardinal read it, and Rubin finishes it. (15-11) Stanford. Baird hustling to keep that alive. Everyone getting low to keep it going. Timeout is called. Rubin finishes it off. Stanford up 4.
Stanford women's volleyball returns to the
Second set here at Maples. Stanford in front 15-11. If you watch the old show, Home Improvement, the show within a show was tool time. And that's what we're seeing here from Kendall Kipp and company, tooling the block over and over again. This time Baird, it all works. Kipp just perched over by that pin and big swing. And even with the block there, she has too much power for the other side to control it. And that's helped put Stanford in front 15-11 here. In the second, Kipp 6 kills. Rubin still leading the Cardinal with 9. Baird has 7. Dodson the soft touch. Kipp has that denied. Minor hustling to keep it going. Pack now to Dodson. Tools the block on her effort.
now serving for UCLA number 9, Sheridan Leverett.
15-12. Sheridan Leverett serving. Ogilvy diving to keep that alive. Rubin pushing it towards the back row. Excellent hustle. Pack flips it across. And Leverett can't get there in time. Last touch, the UCLA block. And the point to Stanford, 16-12. Ogilvy serving for Stanford. And has an ace. It's a 5-point lead now for the Cardinal. 17-12. That's the 4th ace of the day here for Stanford. And this, their largest lead. Olsen getting low for that one. Dotson denied. Njai keeps it across. Francis is there for the kill. So the second kill in this one for Francis. 18-12 now, a 6-point edge for the Cardinal as we step aside with this timeout.
Yeah, and then you just have to do that and click. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great.
That's the one that's been the most stable lately.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yep, I got you. And welcome back. 18-12, Stanford trying to pull away in this second set. They watched UCLA battle back in the first. They're on a 3-0 run right now, trying to hold off any Bruin comebacks here in this second set. Ogilvy serving. And Pack Dotson with the tip. Ogilvy diving. We play on. Njai. That's too long. And Stanford in a good spot here, 19-12. Cardinal looking to settle in here after dropping the first. Service error there from Ogilvy. Kevin Hambley talked about the long-term goals of this team. It's, of course, to be hosting in the NCAA tourney, to win an NCAA championship, all those big things. So far, so good as far as the position they put themselves in. They schedule very aggressively. They play the best in the country. He said, but we can't look past what's right in front of us either. You can't start taking losses, or all these other things don't really matter. Olsen, stuffed. Francis. Kip. Right there to close the block, and Kip getting her hand on it. 20-13. Cardinal are 5 away here. Olsen denied. Now Njai. Olsen just swats that across. Rubin. Lutz on the back row. Olsen again had to wait for it. Rubin with the dig. Kip. Had a system for the Cardinal. And then Njai answers for UCLA. Call a net violation. Audrey Pack, senior from Camp Alindo High School in the East Bay, not too far from here. Rubin. And that is off the mark. So a couple now for UCLA. Rubin hoping someone would have gotten in the way of that missile, but Bruins let it go wisely. We'll stoppage here to put some perspiration off the court again. Handle Kip. What doesn't she do for the Cardinal? And now we're ready. UCLA trying to put together a rally. And Pack goes too long. (21-15). Going towards that back row was Becker. Now Baird splits the defense. 22-15, Katie Baird with her 8th kill. UCLA will take a timeout, down 22-15. Cardinals starting to pull away here in the second. We're back to Maples shortly. Stanford trying to close out the second here, 22-15. And they have built a bigger cushion in this second set. As we mentioned in the first, up 4, UCLA erased that. They go on to win it. Cardinal now a little bit more of a security blanket here in this second one. And we talked about their 7-match win streak, and they haven't been pushed beyond 3 all that often. In that 7-game win streak, just 3 times did they go past 3 sets. A 5-setter at Louisville, and then 2 4-set victories at UW and at Washington State. This at least a 4-setter here as Rubin, powerful serve there. Becker towards the back row. Minor, Francis, Baird, Pack headed towards the seats. Lutz able to keep that alive and not interfere with the fans all that much. Francis, Lutz again. Minor, the dump. Pack, Becker, Ogilvy. It's Minor now. Little miscommunication there. Kip lunging in just to get it over. Njai works it off the block. And while Njai gets the point, major props to Kat Lutz, the freshman from Del Mar, California, with some epic hustle to keep that play alive. Gets a pat on the back there from Coach Reft as she subs out. Went into the seats. And able to still play that ball. 22-16. Looking for Baird, she's denied, and Minor can't get there. Strong defense from UCLA, 22-17 now. We may have a challenge. And it looks as if this is going to be a challenge regarding in or out on that last play. So as it currently stands, point to the Bruins, 22-17. Kevin Hambley going to the challenge card. We'll take a second look. As a reminder, officials do have some additional angles here. You see Minor there making the move for that ball. And it is confirmed as it was called. It stands. The point to the Bruins, 22-17. So Cardinal lose one of their challenges. And Tufono will serve once more. Bruins down 22-17. Francis on the move. Becker, first contact there. Now Leverett. Ogilvy with the dig. Here's Baird timing it up, and she is stuffed. And now Stanford wants to talk things over. Here's a close look at Becker denying that Baird try. And we will step aside. Cardinal not out of the woods just yet here. 22-18, Bruins surging. Back to Maple. Second set continues, and credit the UCLA Bruins on a 3-0 run. Their never say die attitude carrying over from the first into the second. Working their way back in. And Desiree Becker again at the center of some big moments here for UCLA. She was the catalyst in that first. And now coming up clutch here again in the second. Bit of a bigger hole to climb out of for UCLA this time around, but they're going to give it a go. They were down 7 at one point, 20-13. Now 22-18. Ogilvy diving. Njai able to bury that one. Ogilvy sprinting out of play to keep that alive, but then that left Stanford down a person. And now 22-19. Kip from the back row. The block is there. It's a 2-point difference. It's a 5-0 run for UCLA. And it's more Desiree Becker, Iman Njai teaming up on the block. And we'll see another Stanford timeout. Cardinal trying to figure things out here after they had this one in control 20-13. And now it's 22-20. And a great crowd on hand here on a Sunday afternoon. Stanford faithful looking to see their squad move to 8-0 in Pac-12 play, but UCLA Bruins with other ideas here. Bruins, they've battled a few injuries over the course of the season. Alfie Ref talking pregame that they're healthy, they have their group. We talked about, for example, their libero position, Peyton Dueck missing last weekend. Milkiana Tufono doing the job. They loved the effort she put in, but Dueck back, she's able to go. Audrey Pack into the setter spot. That's been a bit of a battle for that position, and so things starting to round into form here for this UCLA squad. And they're showing you here today what they're capable of. Trying to silence this Maples contingent. Let's talk top 25 as it pertains to the Pac-12, and you see this depth. Especially, how about that in the top 5? To have 3 in the top 5. And then ASU off to an excellent start, 17-2, and USC receiving the votes. They're taking on the Bears in Berkeley later today. And then you have a team like UCLA that we're seeing today, not even in this top 25 conversation at the moment, but certainly a team to be feared. It's what makes the Pac-12 so difficult. (22-20), Bruins on a 5-0 run. It's Cami Minor to Baird, and goes soft touch there. She had found some of the attacks getting blocked, was ready for that block from UCLA, and skied it up over top and in. 23-20, and that stops the 5-0 run for the Bruins. Pringle returns. Leverett. It's Baird now. The block is there, but it lands out of play. The point to Stanford, and they are on their feet here for a set point in the second. So things got a little dodgy there for the Cardinal, but now an opportunity to close it out in the second and even this one up at 1. Here's Pringle. Becker, Minor, and they won't get it across. That's 4. 24-21. And set point number 2. And Carly Hendrickson comes on. Hendrickson serving, Becker scoring. That was how UCLA roared back in the first. 24-21 Cardinals. Set point number 2. Minor, Baird. And they say she goes long. Officials checking with each other first to see if there was a touch of any kind. Not the case. 24-22. It's Minor now. Kip from the back row. Tufono tracks it down. Leverett. Minor now. Baird again. Dug out by the Bruins. Njai. It's Kip. Down the line. Off the mark. Point to the Bruins. It's a 1-point difference. Again, let's get a second look here. Kendall Kip. Line judge right there, as is the UCLA bench. 24-23. Still set point here for the Cardinal. Minor. Baird drops that down off the Bruins. And that's all for the second. Stanford able to hold off UCLA. The visitors don't make it easy, but the Cardinal find a way through. We're even at 1 after 2. Pac-12 women's volleyball is brought to you by Watch Sports, the official live event guide of the Pac-12. Download today. Well, 2 sets complete here at Stanford. And UCLA, a strong effort in the second, but the Cardinal, powered by the likes of Kendall Kip and company, are able to persevere. You see what the reigning Pac-12 Player of the Year has been able to do, working that block to perfection, showing off her back row attack, doing whatever the Card need. The blocking, she is the complete player here at the college level and shines bright for Stanford. Also brings such positive energy to this Stanford team. And she has 6 kills. Part of a balanced attack. Katie Baird with 11, Elia Rubin with 10. And that's allowed Stanford to battle back in that second and hold off a UCLA rally to take it 25-23. And even our score here at 1-1. We look at our numbers thus far. Things are even up when it comes to hitting percentage. You see the blocks, kills, and digs, and who's doing what for both the Bruins and the Cardinal. Njai with 8 kills. Desiree Becker, 7 kills and 6 blocks. She's played a big role, as has fellow middle Anna Dotson, 5 and 5. We'll take a timeout and return with the third after this on the sporting event of any kind. And he's a Stanford fan, I think. He maybe wants to get on the air here. We'll have to talk with producer Jeff Butler about that shortly. But in the meantime, we're heading off to the third set, where the Cardinal and the UCLA Bruins are all tied 1-1. So for UCLA, you have to be thrilled with what's gone on thus far. To be on the road at number 3 Stanford, you take the first, which is always challenging, especially in a place like Maples. Such a great crowd here in support of the Stanford Cardinal. And then showing that resolve in the second. That's probably the one area where the Bruins will look back and say, there's a chance there. Could be up 2-0 right now. But credit the Cardinal for picking up the victory there. And then we'll get a violation. And that's a net violation against UCLA, and the point to Stanford. And now a point to the Bruins. And this has been kind of the theme here. Good back and forth as these sets get underway. And no lead has been all that safe. Even when Stanford has been able to build some strong advantages, the Bruins just keep finding a way back. That's long there from the Cardinal, and it's a 2-1 lead. Kip. Make it 2-2. Katie Baird now serving. And that's just off the tape in the wrong direction. Make it 3-2.
Now serving the UCLA number 9, Sheridan Leverett.
Leverett serving. Minor goes to Rubin. And here's Olsen now. Big swing, Ogilvy, they're on the run, and that's into the seats. So 4-2 Bruins now. And that's the first kill of the day for Olsen, so she was due to get on the board. Minor, it's back to Rubin, and working the block well. 4-3.
To the line, number 9,
Dotson. So after the Bruins had their block worked well on behalf of Stanford, Dotson returns the favor now. 5-3 UCLA. This Bruin team 16-13 a year ago, 10-10 in Pac-12 play. Kip just eats up Njai there with that powerful shot to make it 5-4. And here's Kip out of Corona Del Mar High School in Southern California. Looking for Olsen, they are. Here's Rubin. That's good. Elia Rubin, now 12 kills. Bit of an overpass, and Francis. That's last touch, UCLA. That's an ace for Kip. 7-5 Cardinal. Too hot to handle, more Kip now. It's Olsen. Overpass from Rubin. Njai. Rubin denied. And then it glanced off her shoulder and out of play. The point to the Bruins. 7-6.
Serving UCLA, number 11, Audrey Pack.
Francis on the move. Controlled by Lutz. Olsen to that back corner. And after struggling to get on track earlier, Grace Olsen now a couple of kills in this third set. She had been 0 for 17 on her attacks thus far, finding a way here in the third. Rubin, the soft touch, denied, but Baird keeps it alive. And Elliot Rubin puts some heat on it. Njai returns fire, trying to keep it alive and running out of chances.
Now serving the card, number 13,
Becker. Well, if you're UCLA today and you're looking for a point or you need a spark, it seems like Desiree Becker is your go-to.
Now serving UCLA, number 1.
Brings that veteran presence. Told you about her time at Northwestern. From the state of Michigan. Error there by the Bruins on the serve. Give the point back to the Cardinal, 9-8. And Anna Pringle out of La Jolla, California. A couple of Cathedral Catholic grads on this Stanford roster, one of the strong high school programs in the San Diego area. And Becker, too much power on that one. Make it 10-8. Looking for Njai. Off the block. Rubin couldn't get there in time, and Iman Njai has her 9th kill. We talked about the Bruins and their resolve so far today. It's something Alfie Ref talked about during the week, just the idea that UCLA, to get better and improve upon what they're trying to do this year, they want to stay in plays a little bit longer. That's what Coach Ref said the conversation is about. You can see this is a group that does not give up on anything. Long run for Kip. Minor, Dotson, Pack. They'll go to work with Njai. Ogilvy out of nowhere. It's Kip. Elena Ogilvy diving to keep it alive, and that set up the opportunity for Kendall Kipp to crush it off the block and for Stanford to go in front 11-9 in the third. Back set, Njai denied. They'll try it again, stuffed once more, but out of bounds, and the point to the Bruins. Dewick. Dotson, hang time to get it across. Now Kip. Bruin block is there for the moment. It's Njai once more. Too long. 12-10. Stanford ahead in the third. Neither side able to build that much of a cushion just yet. An ace. Baird helping that cause. A 3-point advantage now for Stanford after the Katie Baird ace. Now 6 service aces for Stanford. The attack percentage just about even for these squads. UCLA 185, Stanford 186. Dotson stuffed. That's all Rubin, and that's something Kevin Hambly touched on pregame. How is Elliott Rubin getting better? What she's bringing defensively, her blocks. Also felt like she's making better decisions across the board. Njai rattles the tape. Ogilvy can't keep it alive, and the point to UCLA. Njai puts that across. Minor can now go back to Kip. The dig there will go out of play from Leverett. And that will put Stanford out in front 15-11 here in the third. Timeout on the floor. Busy day in the Pac-12. We look around the conference at what is transpiring. Arizona State, how about that? Up on top of number 5 Oregon in the third. So an upset brewing there. Arizona, Oregon State even up. Washington State doing what you'd expect against Colorado. And then, of course, coming up later today across the bay, USC and Cal. Right here on the Pac-12 network. So a busy Sunday coming to a close here in the Pac-12. We've got a good one thus far here at Stanford. UCLA took the first, Stanford winning the second. Stanford up here in the third. But it's around this time when the Bruins start to make their move. Stanford builds a lead of some kind, and then UCLA starts to chip away. We'll see what happens here coming out of the timeout. Ogilvy serving. Dotson. It's Rubin. And that's a net violation. And the point to UCLA. Elliott Rubin getting into that net on the attack. So make it 15-12. And you can see her say, my bad there. Hasn't had many bads so far in this one. And now Dotson. Kip off the block, and Rubin can kind of watch that one drop in. 16-12, Stanford.
Now serving for the card, number 10, Kendall Kip.
Kip serving. Olsen. Clean look there. Francis gets it across. Minor rockets it. And Njai can't control it. Cami Minor, of course, known for her excellent work as a setter, delivering precision passes to her teammates, but can do the job on the attack as well. With the left, and Rubin again finds herself around the antenna area and the net, and the point to UCLA.
Now serving for UCLA, number 11, Audrey.
And now Pack to serve. 17-13 Stanford. Minor looking for Francis. And that's the Cammie-Sammy connection that they love so much here inside Maples. These two looking to get back in sync after Frances missing some time. And Frances has battled through injuries in her career. So highly scouted and rated coming out of high school. That's another monster put away from Minor. An overpass up for grabs, and Cammie Minor crushes it. Dewick just trying to keep that play alive and inadvertently gave Cammie Minor a fantastic pass to Berry. 19-13, Stanford in front of UCLA. Timeout is called. We will step aside as well and come back after these breaks. I stay on campus here at Stanford University. A lot of folks have made their way over to Maples Pavilion to check out number 3 Stanford against UCLA, the first of 2 meetings in conference play between these squads. Cardinal control the all-time series history, but UCLA has hung tough in this one. Becker, as we return to live action with the swing there, Baird, Dewick, and now Olsen. Ogilvy, Kip, Pack, and Jai works that block. 19-14. This is Pack. Couple of options there. Goes past Becker for Iman and Jai. Tufono serving here for the Bruins, trailing 19-14. And Baird has the kill. Make it 20-14. Twelve kills now for Katie Baird. 3 Cardinal in double figures in the kills department. Rubin 13, Baird 12, Kip 10. And the Card have crept back up over 200 on their hitting percentage. Becker. Out to Kip. The block is there. Team effort. Leverett. Becker joining forces. 20-15 now. Breon on to serve, 20-15. Bruins trailing here in the third. Minor goes to Baird. Down the line and in. Katie Baird. Precision, accuracy. Not that time. (21-16) now. As Njai to serve, Bruins picked 5th in the Pac-12 preseason poll. In at 10-7 thus far on the year, as Baird goes to work and is off the mark. Alfie Reft in his first year talked about this Bruins squad continuing to grow and learn. They will adapt as they go with every opportunity. They traveled a ton in the non-conference, helped them gel as a group. Kip. Minor. Back to Kip. The block is there again by Dodson. This time, Vicini. Dug out by Leverett. And Njai, just an error and can't believe it. Put it right into the net. Their teammates look to pick her up. (22-17). And Baird serving. Into the stands and an ace. (23-17). Coach Reft will call for time. 23-17. Stanford in front of UCLA, and this Cardinal squad, this is why they're one of the best in the country. They schedule so difficultly when you look at the very beginning of the year. There are really no cupcakes to be had on their schedule, and Kevin Hambly looking for teams, obviously, that will challenge his squad, that will be good RPI matchups, right? You're always trying to build that postseason resume. They want to be in a spot where they're not only playing well come Pac-12 conference play, but also that they have earned a lot of key victories to then put themselves in a great spot for NCAA seeding. And you see what is ahead. They will head to the Oregon schools coming up, and then to Arizona and Arizona State, all part of a 4-game road swing before they're back home for the Washington schools. And so still a lot of Pac-12 play to go for the Stanford Cardinal. But you see what Hambly has done coming over from Illinois. 2-time Pac-12 Coach of the Year. Last year, another excellent season. 27-5. They went 9-1 in Pac-12 play before falling to 19-1, before falling to, as you mentioned, San Diego in that regional final. And trying to be in that position again, where they are hosting NCAA tourney matches, looking to win the title for the first time since 2019. Talk about their schedule. They hosted Florida, Ohio State, Minnesota, Nebraska, went to Texas, went to Louisville. Taking on all the top teams in the country. Leverett. Dodson, easy money. 23-18. This will come right to Anna Dodson, and Rubin trying to come over and make a play there. That's the 7th kill for Dodson. 23-18. Rubin off the block, it drops in, and that will bring up set point here in the 3rd. So Elliott Rubin continues, 14 kills now. Double figures now in her last 6, including today. Ogilvy to serve with set point here, 24-18 Stanford. Olsen. Ogilvy can't handle it. That's into the seats, and the kill is there for Grace Olsen. Set point number 2 as Dodson will serve. Overpass. Pack now to Njai. Flips that across. Here's Kip. Blocked. At the net, Francis denied. Dodson will let that go out of play. Watches that drop out of bounds. The point to UCLA, 24-20. Still set point here for the Cardinals. Set point number 3. As they're on their feet once more in Maples, as Dodson prepares to serve. They've raved about her leadership as a 5th-year senior. Minor now. Here's Rubin. Dug out by Dodson. Njai. Minor. Ogilvy to Kip. Off the scoreboard on this side of the net. Last chance for the Bruins. They put it across. Minor. Kip once more. Denied, but off the block. And that's how this one ends in the 3rd. Stanford takes it 25-20. Kendall Kip finishing off this 3rd set for the Stanford Cardinal. We head to the fourth. Stanford trying to close this one out. Well, we are headed to the fourth here at Stanford, and the home team Cardinal, well, they lost the first but have returned to form over the last two. How are they doing it? Well, you turn to current Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week, Katie Baird, and she had a nice night on Friday. 12 kills, hit .462 against USC, and she has already upped her kills number, and we still have at least one more set to go. 13 kills, and you see what she brings to the table here. Last year, 385 kills, so such a crucial part of Stanford's offense, and again, coming through with some big swings. And when you have Baird clicking and you have Kip doing what she does so well, add an Elia Rubin, that is a tough trio to stop from an offensive standpoint for any team in the country. And Katie Baird sparking that Cardinal squad in the third as they now go to the fourth to try and finish things off here. This UCLA Bruins squad, they have been in every one of these sets. They took the first, and you see what Stanford has been able to do. That is where UCLA aspires to get to. And if you're just joining us here and looking at those uniforms for Stanford and saying, I don't recognize the names on the back, that is all part of a great charitable initiative taking place today, all part of the Stanford Cardinal Pink Match, recognizing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. See the names and the phrases on the back. Those that wanted to donate, they could bid for these uniforms, put whatever phrase they wanted on the back in honor of someone near and dear, some other saying, in some cases just the name of the player that would be wearing that uniform. And through all of that, they raised more than $9,400 for the Women's Cancer Center at Stanford Medicine. So the athletes play in the jersey, and then obviously the fans get a chance to make a really important impact. So good stuff here from the Stanford Cardinal as we get started in the fourth. Stanford out in front 2-1. And it's back to Baird. And she continues her work on the offensive end, delivering our first kill in the fourth. So Baird now even up with Rubin, 14 kills apiece. Katie Baird, a fifth-year senior out of Indianapolis, Indiana, has earned that All-American status, all Pac-12 status during her career. Olsen now. Minor and Kip blocked there at the net. It's Baird again, looking for that power tip across the net. And a 2-0 start for Stanford. Here's Minor out of Redondo Beach, California, near Los Angeles. Over to Baird. Pack looking for Njai. Block. Dewick keeps it alive. Minor now back to Baird. Long run, Lutz laying out, but could not keep it in play. And a 3-0 start for Stanford. So Cami Minor will continue her work. She's picked up big accolades every year at Stanford. Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. Told you about her Setter of the Year honors. Iman Njai gets UCLA. Actually, no, they'll say that was off the mark. No touch and just wide. So a 4-0 start for Stanford, and understandably UCLA will take a timeout. Bruins off to a tough start here in the fourth. Cardinal looking to wrap things up in this one. Katie Baird continues in this fourth set. We talked about her after 3 and how she was a pivotal player for Stanford to take that third set, and then she started things off right where she left in the third. Our first kill, Cami Miner looking for Baird on the outside, and she now has 16 kills to lead everyone. Add to that 4 aces and 8 digs. So a little bit of everything here from Katie Baird. And UCLA trailing 4-0 in the fourth. Olsen does not leave that one with any doubt. Major heat. And that gets UCLA on the board in this fourth set. Tifono serving into the net, and that's an ace there for UCLA. Make it 4-2 now, so a couple for the Bruins. Cami Miner now looking for Kendall Kipp. A scenario Stanford fans have seen unfold time and time again. Miner to Kipp, and the resulting kill for one of the best players in the country. For one of the best players. Baird serving. Tough one for Leverett. She'll put it across. Vicini had that one blocked. Kind of turns around in disbelief after all the ricochets. That one pinballed throughout the UCLA Bruins and eventually resulted in a point for Stanford. Sometimes things just bounce your way. Cardinals still talking about what just transpired there. And a 6-2 lead in the fourth. Becker dug out by Baird. Kipp, the kill. We touched on it earlier, but Kevin Hamley talking about Kendall Kipp this week, and this idea that just because she has won all these awards and is so well known and heralded, it doesn't mean that there isn't room to improve and things that she's still working on, new shots to add to her arsenal, and he really feels like she's only going to get better. It's going to happen after she leaves Stanford. This is her final season. A great volleyball future ahead for Kendall Kipp. I think that happens occasionally. You get lulled into this false sense of security, even from a fan standpoint, or all the media honors, and you think, well, this person is great. There's nothing left. They've figured it out. But as good as so many of these athletes are, they still have things they want to get better at. And Kipp, there again, another kill, 8-3. Miner, that back set. And Kendall Kipp is there. So another helper for Cami Miner, 43 assists now for Miner. That one is off the scoreboard. They can play on their side of the net. They do. This one comes to Rubin. Dewick controls. Njai with the tip. Rubin tries to push that to the back corner. Bruins recover. And then Njai winds up and is off target. Make it 9-3. We mentioned Cami Miner's stats. A classic Cami Miner day. The assists, 40 plus, 7 digs, sprinkling in some offense. Economically, 4 kills on 6 attacks. Everything Stanford needs. Leverett There's a good dig from Baird. Miner keeps it alive as well. Now Pack outside Leverett. And is able to work that off of Kip. Make it 9-4.
Now serving for UCLA, number 7, Iman Njai.
Iman Njai serving. Francis swinging there, and that will fall in for the kill. And now Kip to serve. And that's an ace for Kendall Kip. That's her second on the day. And the 26th on the year. Miner looking for Francis. Now Leverett, she is stuffed. Francis and Miner joining forces. We talk about their connection on the offensive end. You see them teaming up defensively. Kevin Hambly knows how key the connection is between these two. Stanford is going to get to where they want to go. If Cammie and Sammy are clicking, it's going to make life difficult for the opposition. Second look here as timeout has been called, and that's Miner. Coach Reff talked about one of the reasons Audrey Pack has the setter roles because of the defense she brings. And you see what Cammie Miner is doing there defensively. Get yourself a setter that can do it all. And that is what Cammie Miner brings. Kevin Hambly has talked about this squad top to bottom, even players you're not seeing yet, because it's hard to crack this lineup. They're so talented. He said it's the most athletic group in the gym he's ever had. This is a guy that has coached a couple of NCAA championship teams. But he says there are people you haven't even seen yet. He highlighted the freshman Ipar Kurt from Turkey. Jordan Harvey, who's gotten limited playing time, the freshman from Salt Lake City. People are flying around the gym in practice. But when you're a team like Stanford, title aspirations, number 3 in the country, you get the best of the best. And so there can be a logjam to get on the court. But a bright future for even the youngest players on this squad, whether or not they're getting that many minutes in this 2023 season.
Go! Go!
12-4. Cardinal in control here in the fourth. You're wondering if perhaps UCLA is running out of steam here. They went the distance in that first set to get the win. Kip with the service error to make it 12-5, but the Bruins, they cut into deficits in the second and third, could not pick up the victories, and now the Cardinal in control here in the fourth. Kat Lutz to serve out of Torrey Pines High School. For Francis, there it is. Cammie to Sammy. All smiles after the kill. And this is the connection they're working on. Francis returned to the lineup on Friday, just 2 kills, was not where she wanted to be from an attacking standpoint, but they know it's just going to take time. And Kevin Hambly said, look, the workload that she would have in practice is greater than that she'll face within a game. And so she's fine from a health standpoint to get back out there and play the minutes that she's playing. It's just more the timing, and because she just returned to the lineup, it wasn't as if she had many, many days of practice and then came into that game on Friday. They're kind of working through this in real time to get back on the same page. Baird. And now Olsen. Too much.
Serving the serve for Stanford, number 3, Anna Pringle.
14-6, all Cardinal here in the fourth. There's a kill for Olsen. 5th kill for Grace Olsen. Sophomore from Pleasanton, California. Strong freshman campaign, 164 kills last year. Coach Reft loves her work ethic, feels like her ceiling very high and how good she can be. Service error there, and Stanford will take control now with Miner. Njai, there's the dig from Ogilvy. Baird places that one right in front of Njai for the kill. (16-7). We talked about Ogilvy with the hustle. Now 19 digs for Elena Ogilvy. Njai has time, but cannot put that ball where she wants. And it's 17-7, a 10-point lead now for Stanford. UCLA, they climbed out of some holes in previous sets, but they never faced a 10-point deficit. And a tough spot here in the fourth. Olsen, and that one is in. Goes cross court to deliver. Now 17-8. And this is Pack. Giving off to Olsen. Tufono on to serve. Vicini. She's been quiet today, but is there with the kill. Just her 3rd kill of the day, but getting offense from other places. Baird with 17, Rubin 15, Kip 14. Pack goes outside. The block from Rubin. A roof from Rubin. And a 19-8 advantage now. Stanford, the finish line is in sight. Leverett denied. More blocks in more places. This time, Kip, Vicini on the other side. Make it 20-8. And we'll stay with Katie Baird. Njai on the move, tracks that down. Duick gets it across. Miner to Vicini. The kill is in. And this Stanford team reminding people just how good they are. Number 3 in the country, undefeated in Pac-12 play for a reason. You're getting the full Cardinal arsenal here in the fourth. 21-8 right now. Long run, Duick and Leverett, a near collision there. Outside to Rubin. They're just teeing off now. Elia Rubin dialed in, lines it up, and crushes it 22-8. And Baird continues. Pack giving off to Becker. Too long, 23-8. All the things that were working for UCLA not finding their marks at the moment. We may get a challenge here if there was a touch. And that is what will be challenged. Holding up the number 1 for touch. 23-8. However, this challenge shakes out. Bruins in a tough spot, and a learning moment here for a Bruins squad that is coming together. As we look back at this one, was there a touch on the Stanford end of things? That back row lets it fly, so it's around the net. So we'll see what the officials come up with here. But we talked about this UCLA team, some of the firepower they lost. Charity Looper moving on to Louisville with her 256 kills. Elon McCall, 312 kills, then losing Maddie McKissick, nearly 1,000 assists. Mackenzie Cole, north of 400 digs. A lot of key pieces for the Bruins. New coaching staff. They took a lot of the big road trips to gel and work together. And you saw in that first set their ability to battle back. The talent they have on this team. You saw what they did on Friday night against the Cal Bears. Just running into a really talented Stanford team that was able to make some adjustments in that second set and beyond. And they're now locked in here in this fourth, up 23-8. And on the brink of their 8th straight Pac-12 win. And call stands as it was. Point for the Cardinal, 23-8. So you mentioned Stanford out to a 7-0 start at Pac-12 play. 8-game overall win streak if you include the Louisville victory. So looking to win their 9th straight and move to 8-0 in Pac-12 play. 23-8, here's Baird. Minor to Kipp. Kendall Kipp crushing. That brings up match point, 24-8. Cardinal leaving no doubt in this 4th set. And Baird will try and wrap things up here, 24-8, Stanford ahead. Overpass here, Rubin controls. They'll go to Rubin. And that's long. So we'll do it again. Match point number 2. And Hendrickson is on to serve.
Now serve for UCLA, number 25, Harley.
At the net. And Dotson is there for the kill. An overpass on the return. Make it 24-10, match point number 3 as Hendrickson will serve. Cardinal with a massive cushion. Fans getting loud on their feet in Maples. Looking to wrap this one up. Minor to Kipp. Kipp finishes it. The reigning player of the year drops the hammer to wrap this one up, 25-10 in the 4th. And Stanford wins it 3-1. They dropped the first and then return to form over the next 3 sets. Kendall Kipp, part of an excellent offensive showing here for Stanford. Kipp with 16 kills, Baird with 17 and 11 digs. Elia Rubin continues her all-around strong play, 16 kills and 14 digs. Cami Minor, 52 assists, 7 digs and 4 kills. For UCLA, Iman Njai with 12 kills to lead their attack. Bruins look strong in the first, but the number 3 Cardinal just too much. That'll do it for us here on this Sunday afternoon from Maples Pavilion. For Jeff Butler and our entire Pac-12 Networks crew, Greg Meskel saying thanks so much for joining us. It's the Stanford Cardinal, 9 straight wins, 8-0 in Pac-12 play. They take it over the Bruins in 4.